All right, we're back. Everybody's singing. It's good to see you all. Well, everybody who counts is singing. I've never actually heard.
Okay.
I've never actually heard Dustin count. I don't think I've ever seen a number come out of your mouth. Welcome to more.
I'm curious how you would see a number coming out of anybody's mouth.
Fucking magic, yo. Fucking magic. We're interrupting the stream that I was auto-hosting where they are playing Burning Wheel with a slightly inferior version of Burning Wheel. So I hope y'all are ready for that. This is a continuation of a session that we cut short like a week and a half ago. So we're going to kind of pick up right where we left off because we all remember exactly where we left off, right?
Oh yeah, we're about to get
my God had delivered me from evil. It succeeded, and all was amazing.
Shit.
I was not in the right state of mind to remember much of any last session.
I know. What's his name? I'm looking. Mazifa totally snubbed you.
Oh yeah, I remember. I ended up fighting a wolf, or blocking a wolf, and he just like, what?
Well, let's start with the clearing up of any questions by going around the horn and kind of reintroducing our characters. By the way, people who may be watching this, Nicole is here. She is present. I know she is currently a big black box on the screen.
I'm invisible.
Yep, we have the invisible Fiona.
Telling you a little for custom maintenance. Get the old Fonzie.
Okay, so who would like to start? Who'd like to go first?
I am Father Colin. Last we kind of left things. We had the feast at the church. It was going great, and then someone had to come and tell us wolves were coming and ruin all the fun. And so, while everyone else fled to the keep, I tricked, convinced, deceived the Imperial delegates to stick around in my church, opening all my windows and doors, hoping the wolves would come to us and eat them and rid this town of those people. Unfortunately, my former altar boy, now
you shouldn't say it that way.
Co-priest, my co-priest, co-father. I shouldn't say it that way either. But he came in to hang out and see what was going on, so now I'm trying to save his life by hoping he can lock himself in a room while I'm trying to pray the wolf away.
You'd be okay if you would just let the sorceress take care of the wolf. Or you can keep praying at it and die.
Right.
Oh, and what was your
do
situation, Kristen?
Hang on. Let's go one at a time. What are your beliefs? What's Father Colin's beliefs?
Darkness shall not touch those who walk the path. I shall call upon the divine for protection from the wolves.
Okay.
When everything settles, I will offer aid to the injured and traumatized.
Gotcha.
And I shouldn't put my burdens on Aldwin. I shall confess to him my sins and convince him it was in the best interest of Gostvik.
That is an oxymoron.
Very good. Who would like to go next?
I'll go next, since Dustin called me out.
Word.
Okay, so I lost my character sheet. There it is. I'm working
Digital.
on it.
How do you lose such a thing?
I was looking at the kids dancing because they're going to Black Panther. I have priorities. Okay, I'm playing Yezi Bjorsen. She is the widow of the dude who used to run the town, and is currently trying to hold everything together. Well, different factions try and take over the town. She currently is facing off against a wolf who pissed her off because it was about to eat her children. And she's going to die, and you'll all miss her very much.
The father won't, but
exciting.
only because he's dead with you.
Yeah, well, we can be... Well, we're not going to the same afterlife. My beliefs are Kalis and his party aren't of my concern, but the townspeople are. I will see every last one, settler and Vartan alike, protected behind the walls of the keep before I get to safety. These wolves are an immediate threat to the town. I will work with Aldwin on a plan to eradicate them for good. And I need to get both the Varda and the newcomers on board. I will rouse them to the prospect of a Confederacy-backed freedom and gain their support.
Excellent. Fiona, would you like to go next?
Sure. I am Fiona Signy. I am a priestess of things.
A priestess of things.
I mean,
No, that's legit.
You're a dirty necromancer, but people seem to like you.
I don't think it's really necromancy because I don't really give a shit about the bodies.
In a house made out of dead people.
I don't really. Hey, it's respectful. I just really like spirits.
It's okay.
So
I've
it's
got
not
friends who are
necromancy, it's
dead.
necrophilia. Gotcha. Okay.
I just like spirits. I mean, bodies are like a bonus, but spirits are the best thing.
I don't know what the word is for that.
My beliefs, I think, number one right now, it's not really on here, but not get eaten by the wolf. But it's really...
I think
Good
that's
belief.
implied. I think not getting eaten by the wolf is an implied goal. It's fine.
Yeah. So, one, I must protect my people from the wolves using whatever means necessary. Number two is we should try to capture a wolf alive for questioning. Not super important. And then the village needs some more usable farmland. I should probably move some barrows of the dead people. Also not super important right now.
Not high on the priority list.
No. Mostly not get eaten.
Somewhere behind that.
Yeah.
All right. And last but not least, Aldwin.
I am Aldwin Lurko, the town set upon guard captain. And now I have a cat butt in my face. Okay. My beliefs are I will defend the villagers by any means necessary. These beasts really are intelligent. I will make them fear me and leave my town alone through intimidation. I will not allow the wolves to continue ravaging people, so I will kill them or drive them off. And I am currently locked in combat with a wolf. Have giant D-bag behind me, not helping.
Well, I wouldn't say he's a giant D-bag. He's just a really tall D-bag.
Oh,
I was about to say, he is giant. He's the tallest person here.
Yeah, I was
I'm
gonna
a
say
tap-
he's taller than me.
I'm gonna tap that.
you're gonna tap that. All right. So
Climb him like a tree.
I'm gonna throat punch that.
yeah, so we've had a little bit of allusion to what the situation is currently. There is a pack of great wolves that has assaulted the city.
Like horse-sized wolves.
Yeah, pretty much. And everybody
we found out earlier they don't like spirits, or they don't like that the voice of the ancestors, the priests of this region, like Nicole, are like stirring up the veil between the living and the dead by talking to them all the time.
Yes.
That's rude.
You know, necromancy.
Right.
It's not necromancy.
That's well, that depends on who you ask. So just to just to make sure everybody kind of knows where the scene is when we've left off. Father Colin is here in his church. There is a wolf stalking him. One of his foreign countrymen or woman, I guess in this case, a sorceress, had come to his aid and in the process
Can't get a clear shot apparently.
Yeah, in the process of trying to help Father Cullen survive, she's been knocked to the floor, and the wolf is advancing on Colin. Meanwhile, Yezi is out kind of in the fields outside of town, where you've got your two children, Eric and Asta, with you, and you are facing down yet another wolf, And when we left, like, the two of you were kind of in that circling moment where everybody's kind of trying to figure out, like, what the next move is going to be. Fayana was bringing up the rear as the villagers scrambled to make it to the gate.
Yeah, that's a stampede now. There's people fleeing down other side streets because it's closer than the big gate. And
yeah,
it's a
like
mess.
it's just a fucking crush of people trying to get in through the gates, and between them and one of the other wolves is our lovely sorceress summoner.
We've locked eyes.
And then to the north, Aldwin, the captain of the guard, a wolf has just broken through the defensive lines because they are wolves and they are sneaky and they are fast, and is bearing down on Aldwin next, who is standing there with a person from another country who really does not like Aldwin's people.
I just want to make a point. The wolf is not bearing down on me. He already did so last session.
Yes, he is.
I deflected him with my shield.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, he didn't get past you. That was the thing. You stopped him. And now the two of you are there. So now I just need to decide where I want to start.
We should go ahead and see if Matt dies.
Should we see if Matt dies?
Absolutely.
That's
that way we can go ahead and get the ball rolling on him rolling another character.
That's very thoughtful of you, Dustin, and I want you to have if I die, you can have my stuff.
Oh,
I'm closer. I'm taking it.
So what do I get?
You're gonna die too. I mean, we're all gonna die, and it's gonna all go to Dustin.
So I get like a broken altar boy and an old man missing some fingers.
Please don't say broken altar boy.
He's not missing his fingers. He just can't use them to add right anymore.
Yeah, he knows right where they are.
Back off, you fuck. Go away.
Excuse?
Talos.
All right.
We can't see what's happening. All we hear is back off, you fuck. I thought you were talking about your husband dying.
Oh, what else?
Damn.
So, Matt, Father Colin, you've, if I remember right, you were kind of backed up between, like, in the row between a couple of pews.
Yeah.
And this fucking pony-sized wolf is kind of shouldering the benches out of the way as it comes toward you. Hang on.
Okay.
Let me get all my ducks in a row here.
I'm gonna ask you a question that won't require ducks. Just while you're looking at that, can I look over? Does it look like at least Brother Chadwick? I get to call him brother now. Brother Chadwick is in the back room door closed.
I was just getting to that part.
Okay.
So the wolf is between you and Cordia, the sorceress. She's like down on the ground. It looks like the wind's been knocked out of her.
Yeah, I forgot about her.
And you, as you glance over toward the door where Chadwick had escaped, you hear a woman's voice say, "No, get back here, you idiot!" As he bursts out, screaming, brandishing a very familiar found weapon in the church as he's grabbed one of the other candlesticks. like the big iron candlesticks, and he is fucking like charging the wolf, screaming, and like just get be gone, beast, and he's just bolting for it. The wolf's head turns towards this new threat, momentarily distracted. What are you gonna do?
Shit. All right. Well, okay. So it's my belief to pray, but my instinct is never let a child come to harm. And even though he's a brother, he's still a kid.
Yeah, he is. He is literally a kid. Still, he's
so
16.
I have not figured out yet where to hide this. So on my body, I have a dried blood-covered knife.
Oh, you've been carrying it?
Yeah, that used to belong to the Dominus. And so when the wolf's back is to me, I run in, I pull it out, and I'm like, shit! And I stop praying, and because goddamn Chadwick. I run in, and I kind of like slap at it and kick at it, and then using my arms and my muscle to kind of move it out of the way so I can get a good spot to then stick the knife.
Nice. Okay.
Oh no, it's a lot of just shoving my hand in there and by brute force just grabbing at haunch, like shoulder, and just grabbing fur and like skin and just squeezing as hard as I can and shoving forward and like trying to expose like the flank. And then just shoving the knife in.
What's your intent?
My intent is to take it down, because otherwise it's gonna hurt Chad. So, because I can't just get it to look at me, because now he's out here. I can't like get it look at me and then make another roll to be like, okay, now you walk away and then I can go back to praying. It's like, no, it's just all right. Let's just kill this fucker.
Okay, so
I hope you have a lot of will to live.
You only need one.
Well, for each death.
you can only die once at a time.
One time at a time. One death at a time. I'm not a cat.
Okay. That's totally cool. Your intent is to kill this thing. Can
I lobby?
What's
Can I
that?
lobby for an advantage die because you made sure to say it was distracted from me momentarily and I fight dirty?
Before we can even start mustering dice, what kind of conflict are you wanting to do here? Like, is this important enough for a fight for you? Or are you thinking more bloody versus?
Both of those don't.
I think it's gonna be a bloody versus because
Oh, okay. Nope. That's totally fine. I think its intent is going to be
chew on us a little bit.
Is bloody versus the equivalent of duel of wits?
No,
that's fight. Bloody
okay.
versus is like just one roll, but it's a little more involved.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a slightly more involved test. So I think this thing.
Wasn't it trying to drag other people off?
Well, it's a little bit more complicated because they don't like you've got a big town full of people, and they do have the goal of rooting out all of this spirit activity, but they can't necessarily tell from a distance who is involved and who isn't.
So it's trying to stick around to find out if I am or not.
Well, yeah, but now it's got all of you kind of around, and it can smell you. I think it realizes that you're not what it's after, and its goal is actually going to be to fight its way to escape.
Can I, if I recognize that it's goal, can I let it? Can I just not even conflict if it's gonna get the fuck out of here?
Well, yeah, except that there's something there's somebody bearing down on him. Like, it's still a wolf. I mean, literally, its goal is to fight its way out. Like, there's still danger here.
Okay, can I slightly alter my goal then? Make it so I'm the main thing it has to get through, so it won't worry about Chadwick.
Oh, well, that's a different intent altogether.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I'm still stabbing at it, but
Okay.
I'm doing so mostly so it'll look at me and then try to bound out a different way.
So you want to be the bait, right? Like, you want to be the thing that it goes after instead of
by stabbing it.
Because
that's what I'm fucking doing.
Right.
Except you don't have a lot of options available to you at this point.
Hang on. Well. The thing is, knives isn't an appropriate task for the intent of getting its attention pointed at you.
Oh, I know.
So yes, you're using knife, but or you're using a knife, but that would absolutely be a conspicuous test.
Yeah, which I don't have.
Oh, because if you did, you'd be able to fork in knife. I'll actually give you an advantage die because you are fucking stabbing at it.
Yeah, I was gonna say I can't think of anything more conspicuous than being stabbed with a knife.
I should have gone bloody versus because I would have got a helping die from Chadwick, a helping die from the war mage.
Yeah,
I had a better chance with just killing it, but that's okay.
I think this fits more with your beliefs, honestly.
Yeah,
because it's not about killing it to protect the Chadwick. It's about getting its attention off Chadwick.
Yeah. I start quoting Dogma as I'm loudly at it, as I'm threatening it with the knife. About, you know, standing in front of the beast and things like that.
Stabbing it.
Okay.
Not stabbing it. That's not lobbying for another helping die. That's fork die. That's just me.
Yeah. No. Yeah, because you can't fork in a beginner's luck test. I was just looking up the conspicuous obs.
Or laugh when you fail conspicuous in the night, or the wolf doesn't even notice you stabbing it.
It's I'm gonna call this. We're not in a pitched battle. We're not in a massive gathered crowd. I'm gonna say that this is a base ob 2.
Is conspicuous will or perception?
It is based in will.
It's kind of funny that someone who stands up and talks in front of people doesn't have conspicuous.
Yeah. Because you don't have to make the attempt to get people. Yeah. So if you succeed, you will absolutely get its attention. It will turn its full attention to you,
and then bowl me over getting out.
Yeah, with everything. Yeah, that entails. If you fail, then the tiny little pathetic knife tearing at its thick fur and hide it's going to think is less of a threat than the
giant metal candlestick.
Yeah. And fucking Chadwick is gonna get wrecked.
It'll roll fine. I have faith in you.
I'm just trying to think of how we'd play that out. All right. Modifiers. 1. Arta, yes, please.
All of thee, Arta.
I'm gonna put 2 Arta towards it. So you'll want me to do this, right?
Yep.
Oh, those are big.
Can I just delete them now?
Yep. Go ahead.
All right. Base ob 2.
Base ob is 2.
Let's see. No 6s, but I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 dice I can re-roll. I am absolutely calling on my luck for this.
Oh, that's right. You have lucky. I was like, I pray for a 6. Can he on a luck reroll? Can he bait 6s?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did I say 5 dice? Let me open my.
That was a pretty terrible roll, Matt.
Well, yeah. 2 more. That's a 4. I'm going to fate that just to get above and beyond. So that's 5 out of 4 successes.
That-
I earned myself a conspicuous test.
Yes, you did. Oh yeah, because that was totally routine. Yeah, you.
I am the beacon. I am the beacon of the path, and I shall light the way. And like trying to shout at him and scream at him, and just start wrenching on his fur and slashing at him.
Yeah. So as you do, the giant fucking maw turns away from Colin, or away from Chadwick, and snaps in your face a couple of times, and then you feel 400 pounds of wolf just fucking pin your ass down to the floor. You're you get wolf to the chest, like wolf paw and claw.
Air knocked out of me.
Yeah. You're. I think you're you definitely feel something crack in your like a rib crack. I think you're gonna take a freaking not light wound, superficial.
I'd like to request that if I take a superficial, the wolf takes a superficial from my knife.
Oh yeah,
this whole little skirt. Okay.
Yeah, no, that's fine. You both wind up just getting just a bit beat up. It half snarls and half whines as it runs your ass over.
Before it gets completely off of me, a moment where it looks down at me, I spit blood in its face.
It's. Do you have an instinct about that?
Oh, I don't. That's fine. I don't. I don't.
Yeah, no, you.
But I don't have the trait spitter either.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah. I'm sure you try and spit at it, but it's injured and it's out.
And I probably don't even have the time, the breath.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and even by the time that it's passed, and you get.
Can you role play the wolf running away? Tells you.
You're gonna set off that beagle.
Oh my ears!
Oh, meow 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 ears meow meow. I'm just being a dick to Dustin tonight. I'm sorry. I'm being a dick.
Say something.
I am not offended.
So I'm just gonna go kind of across the map here, and figure out what's going on. So Yezi, you
Last. No.
Real quick, sorry to interrupt, Shaun. Do I put that persona spent towards my will then?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. It was a will test. It goes towards will. So
Yeah, you gotta do all the politicking when I'm dead.
Wow.
Aldwin will take over.
I'll rest well.
Aldwin good at words.
I'm tired. It's been a long year.
All right. So this fucking beast, right? Is
It was circling me when we left.
Yeah.
And I was keeping.
it kind of like you see its eyes flick between you and like down towards your children who are kind of cowering behind you. Poor Asta
She's
still
like,
has her
don't
stick.
dare.
How do I send a secret message to the GM?
You don't.
Right.
You just
Shaun and I
say,
are Team Fuck Secrets.
yeah,
so you
I am
just-
100% on Team Fuck Secrets.
Oh, okay.
Like, yeah.
Then I would like to publicly remind you that I successfully diverted one of the flanks of my troops per direction
Yeah.
in the last mission.
No, that is totally fine.
I didn't want to stop the flow of like really the talking. That's why I asked about this.
Yeah.
For future reference. Sorry.
Nope. That's
Suppose I could just type in public chat.
so yeah, and in fact, that's a good point. Like in those few moments where the two of you are kind of staring each other down, you can hear the shouts and footsteps of the soldiers approaching from the north, and like you can see that it realizes it's got to make a decision. From behind you somewhere, you hear some shouts and a yelp, and one of this thing's ears kind of twitches, like there's a whole bunch of stuff that it's got to pay attention to, and it makes a snap judgment and bares its fangs, hackles up, and charges you. What do you do?
Punch it in the nose like a shark. Boom.
That's
No,
awesome.
it's not. I mean, I don't know what she does, like, because I can't get out of the way because if I dodge, it'll go after the kids or just eat me.
You can always try pocket sand.
What?
Pocket sand.
Pocket.
Pick up the kids and run, maybe.
I can't outrun this thing.
Well, you've got lots of
It's
art.
zigzag.
Like you might be able, you have. It's got a lot of advantages on you, but things aren't impossible.
I would like. My opinion would be the punching it in the nose thing is a good idea because you would not be expecting that.
Yeah, with my beginner's luck punching.
I mean,
Like if there's men coming, I hang on. Like if there's people coming and I can hear them, then I would assume that I would think that I just had to stand it off for long enough. But it's charging me.
Could you at least run fast enough to get to the men before it caught you? You think?
I would be leaving my children behind. What kind of mother are you, Matt?
I mean, with your
He's
kids,
not.
of course. With your
Can
kids.
you,
Well,
can you
Hey,
stand tall and
too
scream like
many
a
people
banshee?
talking at once. Too many people
Yeah.
talking at once.
yeah, no, I think she's gonna try and step out of the way, but she's totally just gonna slap the thing.
Okay, so what's your intent? What are you trying to accomplish? Like, do you want it
To
to?
kind of startle it, to buy time for the soldiers to get there, but to keep its attention off the children.
Okay, so this is kind of similar to to what Matt was doing. Like,
Yeah, it's a good stall.
be a distraction until the soldiers can get there.
Yeah.
Cool. Sweet. Okay. I think we're kind of in the same situation then. It sounds like you're being conspicuous.
Yes. Character.
And I think your situation is the same. This is an OM2 conspicuous test. If you fail, then like it's not like you can try and distract it, and it's going to fucking grab you.
That's fine.
Hey, can I make a suggestion real quick?
Sure.
Yes, but I won't listen.
No,
Brendan?
what you got?
I was going to suggest some form of intimidation. Like, you know how with cougars and stuff like that, you're supposed to stand tall and act like you're bigger and more dangerous than you are. You attempt to try to scare it for at least a few seconds until the soldiers get there. But I think if you let it get in any kind of physical range, you're going to be...
That would flavor it fun because I did just stand up to a wolf.
Yeah, well, I mean, those intents are slightly different, right? Like distract it versus like cow it. Like both are valid, but they're going to require different skills.
Yeah, I feel like it would be more in line with what she's done already. Like, and yeah, if it hesitates, if it double thinks it, I'm too tired to use an index.
No, that's
That's
fine.
what's happening right now.
Okay, so your intent is to try and intimidate it, try and force it to make a steel test?
Sure. Well, I don't know. What's a wolf's will? Isn't that what I'm going against?
Yes. Yeah. This thing has an ob of 5. What is it? What is at stake is pretty much the same thing. Like, if it won't be intimidated by you, it will.
Well, oh god.
You're going to find yourself.
you have a better off chance slapping it. It sounds like.
Yeah, because I don't have intimidation, and I can do conspicuous at 2 and only need 4.
You try momming it.
There's not an actual mom skill.
Oh, that's a shame. There really should be.
Yeah, there is child rearing.
You could try the wolves version and try to beginner's luck nursing and just like nurse
You
shit
can't.
down.
You do not have the tools required to use the wolf skill nursing.
She's missing 4 tools.
I don't even
Make a
want to
full
know
set.
right now. Yeah, I know, but I don't want to.
Sorry, I'm looking up stuff. I'm assuming I can't child rear a wolf.
No. You
Grab
cannot.
it by the scruff of the neck and tell it it's been a bad dog.
No.
Maybe if you had a rolled up newspaper at your disposal.
Alright. So yeah, I'll do all beginners like conspicuous.
All right.
Sorry, I'm moving slow. My brain's like skipping beats. Okay, so all beginners like conspicuous. There's not much that will help me here. It's just me and a wolf. Okay. Let me click the button I'm missing. Boop! Alright. So, How do I? I just drag him onto the board.
Yeah. Let me.
Why is this hard?
Because I can't do it. If you click on one of them, it may give you the option of discarding. Like I changed, kind of how that works. Hoping. Oh, there we go.
Okay, and then what do I do with him?
I'll just clear him off the board.
Okay. So to Arda that I need to record because apparently I need to do that.
Yep.
Oh, it's Will, but it's Will, so that would go.
Yeah.
2. There we go. All right. And we need 4.
You got this.
And we got 2.
Yeah. Sorry. When
Oh, it automatically.
Yeah.
It's okay. I got 2 anyway. It doesn't
Oh. Yeah.
oh, and no 6s.
Not a single
No
one.
6s at all. So you fail. So like
I guess we could set consequences, which is my fault. I'm sorry.
yeah, we did. If you
Oh, yeah, exactly.
succeeded,
Okay.
it
You're right.
it would have been distracted until the soldiers got there. Instead, you attempted to get it to pay attention to you, and for a
And
moment,
it did.
yeah, for a moment, there's that like, oh great, it's working, and then that quickly turns
shit,
to,
it's working.
oh shit, it's working, and like you just feel this thing's fucking maw close around you, like around your chest and middle, as you know, it fucking just punches through you, takes you off your feet, and then everything is a blur as it starts fucking running, and the last thing that you see as this thing literally fucking starts running off with you in its mouth is your kids crying, like screaming mom, like, and then your vision quickly becomes obscured by the plants and shit.
Fan help, I've been wolf napped.
Wolf napped. Yes, he's off the board for right now. Should we go to Aldwin or Fiona?
I mean, we're both gonna be eaten.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah, let's do this.
Awesome.
Let's be fair. You and I have the best chance of anybody in this group of not being eaten.
You need fire with your
If
hands.
a priest could fend off a wolf, I think you and I are going to be all right.
Priest got lucky, literally.
Although I think Fiona's the one that they secretly want to eat anyway.
They
so
do
Yeah.
fucking want to eat.
best of luck.
Pretty goddamn bad.
Yeah. Hooray!
So yeah, Fiona. You had been you'd been bringing up the rear. There's fucking like the carnage of a crowd behind you, like screaming and yelling. You had seen the yellow eyes of one of these things kind of from the shadows, and like it fucking gets tired of this like waiting around bullshit, and just like darts straight at you, like from the shadows. What are you doing? Like you can feel people like milling around right behind you, and starting to jostle you as the panic increases.
It's time for some fire, I think.
Okay. What's your intent? Like what are you trying to accomplish right now? Like, are you trying to kill it? Are you trying to drive it off?
I'm trying to drive it off. I'm trying to buy more time for the people to get into the keep.
Okay. Sweet.
I'm trying to maybe get myself in the keep.
Okay, so it sounds like put up a fight until people can Like until
Yeah.
until you guys can reach safety. Okay, no,
Yeah.
that's totally cool. I think first, let me ask how are you accomplishing this? What do you do?
So my hands are basically like flames right now, and I can totally shoot flames. I'm shooting flames. I'm shooting flames at the wolf.
At the
And
people?
No, not at the people. No people frying today. Maybe later.
Maybe later?
I think I want to say calling on ancestors, but I don't think anybody's going to really answer me right now since they all ran away earlier.
Yes. Oh yeah, that's right. Because the wolves howled away the ghosts.
They gone. So I'm just shooting my flames out towards the wolf.
Sweet. This is the you have destroy with sorcerer's fire.
Correctamundo.
Correctamundo. And that's one of the ones that you don't suffer a penalty for, correct? Like
Correct,
that's
yes.
in your school.
Yeah. That's shit my jam.
Okay. The base ob for destroy with sorcerer's fire is 4.
Okay.
Must be combined with the 1 test duration. Where'd it go? Art magic. Please. Oh, there it is. Oh, okay. That doesn't change it. Cool. So your ob is 4.
Okay.
Thank you, people in the chat for giving us the fires. That's important for us to see.
Good old Santa.
If you fail,
Am I gonna get dog napped, or am I just gonna get eaten?
yeah, no, like if you fail, then it is no, I think if you fail, then shit, like the immediate consequence is that shit goes sideways, right? Like as it reaches you and starts fucking like going at you, all that fire you're spewing out of your hands is going to start what once it's not created magically, it's just fire.
It's gonna spread.
Oh,
Good.
yeah, and you're
You're
I'm gonna burn down the keep. That's what's gonna happen.
she's gonna
here.
burn this motherfucker down.
Listen, Linda, could you not?
Necromancy never pays, Nicole. Learn the lesson now.
It's not necromancy.
If you burn my son's corpse, we'll never get it to lay him to rest. He's just gonna fucking haunt us. He's in there.
I'll be dead. It's fine.
It's
I'll be
okay,
dead.
because if I earn faith, I can exercise his spirit, and he'll never bother you again. You'll be good.
Yeah.
Awesome.
But if you
Okay.
if you succeed, then you'll totally burn this wolf, and like the implication is it's gonna take at least probably an injury and have to make a steel test. That'll certainly
Luckily,
buy
she's
you
not by the keep.
some time. These are wooden buildings, yo.
Yeah, well, the wooden buildings are outside the walls. The walls are stone.
Yeah. Woo!
Don't actually know if the walls are stone.
No,
I
we
should
have
look that
already
up now.
established that they are wooden palisades,
Shoot.
but the keep itself is stone.
Well, what is a keep without walls?
Some really
It's a
fancy
gift.
buildings. I really don't
Does
have
the
anything.
town have will to live? The building don't.
So your ob is 4.
All 4. Okay. I don't really think I can fork anything into sorcery. Correct?
That is correct, but sorcery is automatically open-ended. So
Hooray!
Could not burn down
it will-
my keep. That would be.
You can also
Uh,
spend persona. That's
I'm gonna.
that's
I'm
fair. And you can at the end you have the option of spending a fate point to reroll one of your failed dice because it's an open-ended test.
Yes. Okay, so 1 persona. Base of 4. Boom, motherfucker!
Nice.
Scorched wolf.
Oh, you even had some 6s to throw open there because I think sorcery gets better with more success.
It automatically
no,
did.
it automatically does
did.
that.
Yeah, but that 1, can I extra burn him if I spend a fate?
Yeah, you
A
could
fate can
spend
be
a fate
used
to
to
reroll
reroll
one
one
failed die.
yeah.
Yep.
Yes, but
on open-ended.
will it injure him more?
Um.
Can I drop the wolf? I don't necessarily want to kill him. I just want to drop him and get him out of my face right now.
It can
Wow.
because you roll randomly to see how bad the hit is because it's treated as a ranged effect.
Okay.
One. Let's see.
Don't extra
Successes-
successes give you a bonus to that roll?
Successes may be used to increase damage, +1 power per extra success, increase the armor penetration for 2 successes, or modify the die of fate, 1 success for +1 die of fate.
Yeah, I want to spend a fate die to help me out
Yeah. So,
to extra wound,
so you would
hopefully.
you'd spend a fate.
1d6. Yep.
Aw.
Womp.
I mean,
And did you already clear that
down.
out of your deck, out of your hand there?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Oh. Well, I did it on my other thing, but yes,
On
I
your
will
character
fix
sheet.
this.
Yeah. Those tokens are mostly so that I can see. Sometimes it's just easier to see, like, oh, I have these many things to get rid of.
To make sure we're not cheating, I get it.
No, it's
I want to get rid of it, but I don't know exactly how to get rid of it.
you just drag it onto the desktop. Drag
Okay.
a fate onto the desktop. I'll get rid of it from there. It's fine. Cool. So you are definitely you definitely give it time. Flames shoot from your hands.
From the side of its head. Sorry.
Flames at the side of its face. Thank you. Yeah, like burn it. You hear it squeal in pain. Would you please roll me 1d6?
That sounds an awful like.
Only a 1.
Can I roll you another one?
Nope.
No. Yes.
No.
Nicole failed the die of fate.
So that does an incidental hit to it.
Fuck.
Jesus me.
Incidental hit can still be pretty rough.
Oh, that wasn't the die of fate.
No,
Well,
it's fate magic. I don't roll die of fates.
No, it's the die of fate to determine how much damage this thing is going to take. What's your will?
They don't spin the wheel of magic in this, Shaun or Dustin.
Yeah,
My
I
will
thought
is
maybe there
a
was an accidental
5.
summoning.
A B5.
a B5.
Correct.
So half of that rounded up is 3. So it takes a B3 wound.
Probably superficial, hopefully.
Yeah, that is definitely superficial on this.
Raises its
yes.
obs.
Yeah. It like so you see like its flank gets scorched, its fur kind of catches on fire. And it definitely doesn't feel good for this thing. Here, let me
I want it to feel worse.
let me
I'm
put
rolling 1.
let me put the wolf in.
Don't you
question
feel
there.
bad now, Wolf?
Shame.
Gonna go dragging its butt along the ground.
That's the wolf. I should probably look up a wolf token, but I'm not going to right now.
My wolf's name is Selva.
Yep.
That's such a good wolf name.
And you just lit it on fire.
Well, she started it.
I think technically you did.
Did you just assume the wolf's gender?
The wolf leapt at me. I had to do things.
Yeah. So yes, it like takes a minute to like, you know, back off some, like roll in the dirt in order to put out the flames, and while it's kind of dealing with itself, you can see and hear the like the fucking log jam behind you like finally reach that breaking point, and the people start flooding back through the gates, decongesting the main way, and you had said that part of that was about you getting to safety as well. Yes.
Yes.
Sweet. So
Close the doors. Close the doors. Quick. Close the doors.
yeah,
I'm gonna close them.
like as you get in and the doors close, like they're closing as this thing has kind of recovered, and right as the doors are closing, you hear it just bam, 400 fucking pounds of canine slams into the wooden gates, which are thick and heavy, but that's also a lot of wolf.
Flaming wolf.
And,
Flaming wolf.
well,
It's flaming
No,
wolf
no,
at
no.
this.
It rolled. It stopped, dropped, and
yeah,
rolled.
yeah,
Not flaming anymore.
It was only a
Remembers-
superficial wound. You
Remembers elementary school. What'd you
the
do?
the smell of burnt wolf hair, wolf fur,
Oh,
lingers in the air as it lets out a howl of frustration. Meanwhile, finally, Aldwin, you and Mazifa, and a handful of soldiers kind of at the periphery.
just because he's standing there doesn't mean he's involved. Okay.
Who, Mazifa?
Don't
No, I'm aware.
don't
We're
say
gonna have
Mazifa's
words.
there. He's.
Tifa and I
yeah.
are going to have words when I murder this wolf.
Don't even have words with him. To just walk straight up to Yezi and his commanding officer and say, "Hey, my men died while he stood by and did nothing," and let him get in trouble for it.
I would, except Yezi's no longer there.
Well, you don't know that.
Yeah.
The wolf took Yezi for a walk. Yezi for walkies.
Don't hurt my tall, dark, and handsome. I'm tap that.
Yeah.
Maple syrup.
So
Did you
here's
say like a syrup?
I said like maple syrup.
Yeah, but tap that like a maple tree.
Tum tum tum.
Y'all been playing too much. Yeah.
Just in general, just too much.
just
If
too
you do that on
brain's
Mackinac
not working.
Island, though, Kristen, you get like $1,000 fine. So just be careful where you tap it.
nice. All right. So Aldwin, you had just kind of bashed it with your shield, halting its momentum. It rolled over onto the ground and then quickly got up because it's a fucking wolf and it's got pretty wicked reflexes. And you had its interest before, but now you have its attention. But Mazifa, standing next to you, is pretty much just like, what the fuck is that? Santa's posting beagles. Yeah, that's exactly what they look like.
Yes, Santa, they're quite threatening, just like beagles. You need
That's
to
a
take
Jack Russell, Carl.
You need to.
I
You
can't
need to take that icon, Shaun, and cut it out somehow, and use it as the wolf
and
icon.
use that
for
as
our
the
game.
wolf icon. Yeah, because that's metal as fuck. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, you have its attention, and it doesn't look happy.
Okay, well, let's use this and immediately attack it.
Sweet. What's your intent here? What are you trying to do? Kill it?
Kill it.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Sweet.
I'm going to run screaming at it, basically, shouting, trying to intimidate it. I'd like to, wait. I should ask you, do you think this is going to be a...
Hold on.
Yeah.
Is your intent to intimidate it, or is your intent to kill it? Those are two different intents.
He could be trying to scream at it to frighten it into freezing up for a moment so he gets bonuses to his hits.
And that's a possibility too. Like if you
Let's go with that. Because I think I want to kill it. My instinct is always fight to the death, and he started it. So.
Well, and then in this whole town, you have 2 wolf kills. How many does everybody else have? Oh, that's right, 0. So, I mean, if you're keeping score.
Oh, hang on.
If I kill it, I probably will be. If I die, I probably won't.
Well, then you still killed 1 more wolf than everybody else in town.
Yeah, but I can't brag about it anymore.
But have you ridden one?
I put...
Well, technically, neither have you yet. Okay? You've been soft
riding it yet.
I had to make sure that I was putting the right wolf in your way.
You've been retrieved by one, Yezi.
Yeah.
I was going to tell it was a very good boy.
That boy is
Like
taking you for walkies.
You have a reputation as the wolf slayer, right?
I do.
You are known.
That probably goes on both sides.
I like that, like, oh.
Yeah. Like you're running at it, and I think as a warrior, you know the look of somebody who hates you.
Yeah, it's a recognizable look.
Yeah, and it's
Your brother used to give it to you, I'm sure.
Oh yeah. You're pretty sure Mazifa's given you that look a few times too.
But he's a douche.
It is unmistakable.
So yeah, I'm gonna charge at him. And do you think I should do
if you're
acting again, or
so if your intent is to intimidate it, to force a steel test, then that's going to be an intimidation test. If your ultimate goal is to kill it, then you have a couple of options. You can go to bloody versus and fight it out and fork in intimidation. You could, if you want to be all fighty like you're built to, and you're interested, you can like straight up go to fight. And one of the things you can script is to intimidate. Generally, like having an intent that is about death on both sides kind of implies a fight. Because this thing hates you. You did murder its brother.
oh, his brother started it.
He doesn't see it that way. Go figure. But I'm also not going to force it on you if you are not interested.
I'm
in
fine doing a fight if everybody else is all right with it, because I don't want to bogart everybody else's time if they're not willing to fight.
Yeah.
Go ahead, man. Do it. We're good.
Okay. Like if you want to do that, totally cool. Also, I have to pee really bad because everybody on the internet needs to know that. Which means I like scripted conflicts take some time. I could use a little break in the meantime.
Oh yeah, man, I totally forgot about that duel of wit.
So why don't we take a few minutes, and when we come back, we'll jump right back into it. All right?
All right, sounds good. Oh. All right, I'm gonna go
We're all back now. Yay! Cool.
I've acquired yogurt.
You have acquired yogurt. Mr. Glover, I know that aside from me and Kristen, you probably have the most experience with Burning Wheel, and you are not in this scene at the moment. Would you be kind enough to be on book for the fight?
For
just
on literally on book.
Yeah.
Oh, on the record.
Okay.
Is what he means.
All right. What page is fight?
Fight.
Let's do this. Foul. Super Bowl references. Referees.
Oh, he threw a flag.
432.
It was the finished one. That's
Oh,
amazing.
you know what the first
Technically,
rule
it's
is? It says the player automatically wins in the first volley, and the wolf is instantly killed.
Oh,
Okay, I agree with his judgment.
is that
No.
is that
No.
how this works? All right. So here's the one other thing that I am going to trust everybody on, because we're all good people.
Are you going to script openly?
Well, the people at home are going to be seeing my desktop.
Oh, no, yeah, okay. I know what you're saying. Yeah, okay.
Well,
I
I'm
didn't
not
even
going to
think
watch the
about that.
stream. Here, I'll turn it off real quick, just so I'm not tempted.
Just in case.
Yeah, you're good. I wouldn't look at your...
I don't actually think anybody would cheat, but it's one of those things where you'd be like, oh shit, I was watching that, and then I could see what the GM was scripting.
Oh,
Yeah,
Dusty,
you're-
you just scripted dismiss.
You're
It's a
good. You
duel
don't
of
need
wits,
to
bud.
hedge your bets on that. I understand. What page was fight on?
It starts on 429. So the first thing
I don't remember.
in the procedure, it's all right. It's been a while since we've done one of these. We don't bust them out very often.
I don't know if Justin's actually done a fight. I know he's
I
done.
did. How do you think I killed the first wolf?
Yeah, he killed the last time he killed the wolf. It was a fight.
Thankfully, you've got those two fight interaction pages down below.
Yes.
That help.
Did I put them in there?
Cole.
Yo,
Each. Amazing.
each.
So
I'm about to kill a wolf, but I want you to know.
So the first thing we have to decide is like who all is involved in this conflict. I think
Me and Wolf.
you and the wolf are
I
definitely.
want to see Mazifa take some.
Mazifa is right
I
there.
bet you do.
He is.
I care less because he's a knob.
I
hate
honestly
this
thought
guy.
Mazifa was going to sit by and go, oops, if the wolf kills him, the wolf kills him. All right, troops, let's back up.
Yeah, I could use Mazifa as a decoy.
I have to script for two opponents.
Or human
Wait, what
shield.
did I say?
Tall, dark, and gorgeous asshole. Wait, jerk. I mean, if I say he's a dark asshole, that could be something totally different. And
Watch your combos.
Yeah, Matt, we're on Twitch now. You can't just say whatever you want to say.
shit, you're right.
Legitimately, they do have a code of service or whatever you want to call it.
I have a kitten and a dog in the background.
That had nothing to do with what we're talking about.
I know, but look how cute that kitten is right now.
All right.
It's pretty cute.
So the first thing we need to decide is who is engaging with who. This is usually pretty straightforward ish.
Except in this case, we're going to have Mazifa attack me while I'm fighting the wolf.
I was gonna say, Mazifa. I didn't want to tell you this, but Mazifa's kind of a racist. Like legit, that's his deal. He hates Imperials
Oh
irrationally.
no, you already told me that.
Oh, good.
I'm aware.
Good.
I'm
Just
aware.
I'm glad that there are no surprises here.
I mean, I killed a wolf. If I have to fight him and a wolf at the same time, it's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, kind of.
I'm gonna bust out this Diet Pepsi.
So obviously the wolf is charging you. It wants to engage with you. Mazifa.
Incorrect. I'm charging the wolf.
Oh, you're charging the wolf. I think at this point you guys are kind of running at each other.
Slow motion across an open
like to
field of
think that-
daisies.
I like to think that me deflecting him with my shield on top of my yelling gives me advantage.
You'd like to think that. No.
So yeah, the wolf is engaging with you. Mazifa is engaging with you. Who
Is Mazifa legitimately attacking me?
Yeah. Yeah, he absolutely is. He is being an absolute
Opportunist. What are Dustin's soldiers doing? Attacking Mazifa?
They are. Well,
I have a whole flank right near me.
Yeah, but keep in mind you don't have an army. You have like half a dozen guys.
Yeah, I understand that. I know it's not an army.
Yeah.
But it's still people.
Yes, and only so many people can be effective at once. But they are they're going after the obvious. Like you're in danger.
Not Sergeant Obvious. Sorry. Continue. You're going after the wolf. The obvious threat.
Yes. Let me get Mazifa's character.
Sorry, I realized I hadn't made an obvious joke this session. I had to remedy it.
Always got to make sure to make an obvious joke.
Hey, can obvious be in this flank? I guess I never really specified where he was.
He's not there.
Come on.
Nope, he's not there.
You might have trusted him to lead the other flank.
He's not there. That
was
actually
going to
kinda
say,
makes sense.
is he a relationship character? He's somebody that you've circled up, but you didn't pay for a relationship with him in character burning, and you haven't circled him up enough to...
I think the only relationship I have is with my mean brother.
Yep.
So is my brother there?
Quick!
No.
Your brother's there. Yeah. Woo.
No, because then my brother will attack me.
Everybody attacks Alduin.
Alduin's gonna snap and become a villain. I'm telling you right now.
Now that the father's done
All
at the church, can he go attack Alduin? Just...
Yeah, it'll go. You'll end up in jail somehow again.
All right. So what weapon are you positioning with, Alduin?
My sword and my shield.
Well, those two things have different lengths. So are you
It's a standard short sword, I believe.
Okay. So you're
Let me double check before you quote me on that. Why can't I pull up my character sheet?
That's a good question. Why can't you?
There it goes. Where are my items? It just says standard sword, so I'm assuming it's either a long sword or a short sword.
But this is about like what weapon you're using. Like, what is the length of the weapon? That's
either the length of it's just a regular sword.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're positioning with your sword. Cool. Mazifa is positioning. Oh, I didn't give him equipment.
Sure.
Everybody always picking on me.
What's the range of the sword?
Well,
Longer, longest. Dustin?
It's sword length. They use it's long, technically.
Long, that's what I was asking, yeah.
Mazifa is positioning with his mace. The wolf is obviously its weapon is its teeth and claws. So and then a couple of your guys kind of
Can
run up on it
can
too.
can he modify his intent now that Mazifa's kind of jumped in to include Mazifa in something? Like knock out Mazifa or something like that?
It depends on scripting.
Okay.
How do I script for multiple targets?
You have to pick and choose. So here's we haven't quite gotten to scripting yet, so wait on that. Let's do things.
Yeah, I'm not scripting. I was just wondering.
Yeah,
how to go about
I'll
it.
explain that once we kind of get to that point. But let's get to see who's got the advantage right now. So
Obviously not me.
This is a speed test.
Oh, super.
So
Speed is what I'm known for.
speed is what you are known for. So
How do they all roll once and then compare it to each other basically?
yes, everybody rolls once, and whoever
You take your smallest bonus then? Because you would get a +1 against Mazifa or +2 against the wolf because of mace or claws.
no, for positioning it's stride, longest weapon. Whoever has the longest weapon gets that bonus.
So he'd have to have extra longer than everybody to get the +2d bonus.
Yes.
Okay. So he's at +1 for the longest weapon.
Yep. The wolf has +2 stride.
+2 for the wolf stride.
Yep. And then
Mazifa just gets speed.
and then it Yep. That's what we got. So basically, we all roll speed. Mazifa doesn't get any bonuses.
What does that sound? Is that my computer?
I can't tell. Oh shit. Mazifa rolls 0 successes.
I'm starting to think that Roll20's broke today. It just doesn't feel like bothering.
I'm sorry. I haven't had.
Well,
any
no,
problems.
you rolled 0 successes.
Yeah, he rolled 0 successes.
And I rolled 2 on 8 dice.
Ouch.
Like it's just.
Nicole got 5 out of 4. She got a difficult sorcery test. Don't forget to log that, by the
That's
way.
clearly because her
I totally
video's
did.
not working.
Yeah.
Let's see the
So am I
sequence.
rolling something here?
You're going to be rolling speed plus 1 die.
Just throw it under modifiers.
Yep.
Yeah. Ob-0.
Hey, Artha, anything on this?
Yeah, you can spend art on it if you would like.
Having the advantage gives you your opponents obs,
Yeah.
higher obs.
Yeah, it makes.
So if that determines how you choose to put point to Arthur or not.
Apparently,
Here you go. I'm spending a persona.
my roll's not going to come up. That was weird.
We can't see the character, so can you see the rolls at all though?
No, I can't see.
My
it.
roll disappeared too.
Kristen's right.
Yeah, I think
Shit the bed.
roll
What?
20 just took a crap.
Where did my? Because I was inputting my stuff and it all disappeared. Hang on.
I just rolled a d6.
There's
Oh, my
always
roll
real
window is
dice.
gone. There it is.
Oh.
All right. I'm spending one. Oh no, I threw it up on the table.
Okay. Just kind of set it
Yeah.
off to the side. Oh shit! I got 1, 2, 3. Ignore that. It should be 3 successes.
Who rolled that?
That was the wolf. For some reason, like the actual character sheet roller didn't work.
So go ahead and roll your speed plus 1 die, Dustin.
Yep.
My
0.
0. We'll figure out what the actual test is once.
and I paid that 6.
Yeah.
Yes, you can.
Oh hey! Once I made that roll, my other roll window showed up.
Oh, that's weird.
Well, you tried.
You tried. So
You have advantage against Mazifa, right, Shaun? And,
Roll 20 is being garbage right now.
it is being garbage
but,
right now.
but the wolf has advantage against both of you guys.
Yeah, but it can only engage one person. So,
Who is abusing their microphone?
Probably Nicole.
Not on purpose.
Sorry, what was that? I couldn't hear you. I heard.
so basically, what that means is like in the scrum to kind of get position, the wolf's able to run up and kind of get up on the inside of your sword's range. So you can't like keep it at bay. It's too close. It's really hard to.
What about with my shield?
Yeah, except that you were
It doesn't-
positioning with your sword.
Well, I can't position with both.
You can't. You have to pick one thing that you are using to keep things at range with. You can try and
Your
regain.
sword's a longer weapon, so it would have been better against both of them in the end.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
There's things that you can do in order to gain the advantage back.
You're being right annoying
But
right now.
but right
So
now, it's all up in your grill. But on the other hand, because you got at least one success, Mazifa, you have advantage on Mazifa. He can't. It's hard for him to get a good beat on you. So Mazifa has and no penalties there. Okay, so now we're at the point of scripting. Once we're scripted, I'm gonna bounce around to see what everybody else is doing, and then we'll jump into the action. But I want to get the actual scripting done first.
That's fine. I don't want to be up too terrible late tonight either. So making it quick will be fine.
This thing has a B6 reflexes. Mazifa has. What are his reflexes? reflexes. B4.
So are you scripting right now, Dustin?
No.
I am
Oh.
I am currently scripting right now.
Oh, that's right. That's right. You don't want to do it at the same time in case he wants to strategize with us, and you don't want to hear what he's planned.
What? Talk
Basically, the GM goes first, so the players have a chance to strategize. Like if you want to talk to us about strategy for what you should do for scripting, or if you want to vocalize out loud your ideas, then he can't use it against you because he's already scripted. If you don't want any input from us and don't want to ask questions about anything, you could just script now,
I'm just trying to figure. I didn't realize that we had already started. Okay, I have a reflexes of 3, so that means I get 3 actions a turn, right?
Yeah, that means you get 1 action in each volley.
Each volley. Okay.
Yep. So in
Do
volley
I get
1.
anything for the intimidation attempt?
So if you look down on the social actions down on the bottom, there's
Can't see. There's a fade and persona in my way.
well, scroll down.
I meant the ones I put on the table. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Never mind. I wasn't going down far enough.
Yep. Down there, one of them is intimidate. Intimidate takes 2 actions to do, but at the end you make the test, and if you succeed, then it has to test steal.
basically you sacrifice hitting it for a while to try to scare it.
Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. What? Oh, why are you the way that you are?
Me?
Oh, this. Oh, cat! I need my other arm. I can't get rid of this fate persona tokens I set down on the table for you to take,
Oh, that's
and instead of
because I'm technically
moving them,
in another window.
we go.
Hold on.
I can just delete them.
There you go.
I deleted them.
Yep.
I figured it out. And I was trying to move them, and I had the pen selected, so I was just drawing all over.
Okay. I see what was going on. What is he going to do?
Now, how do I indicate my target?
When you script, this is the rule of thumb. Defensive actions like block or avoid, you don't have to determine your target ahead of time, if that makes sense. Like you can block anybody who happens to be attacking you in that.
Because I'm not going to specifically block one person, ignore another. Yeah, I
right. When you are taking an offensive action like strike, then you have to decide ahead of time who you're striking against. So you can only strike against one person, like one opponent. But like if
how do I script that, or do I just tell you?
You just tell me. Yeah, you don't even have to decide until we reveal actions. Honestly.
No, that's not how I'm going to do it, though.
Let's see.
I am so boned right now.
If you want to keep it simple, you look at like the first 4 or 5 of the actions.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna kind of play out in my head what my character would do and script it like that.
And that is totally fine. Also, if you like wind up wanting to do something like, oh, I try and get the high ground, that kind of thing, that's what you use the physical action for, is trying to do like other things that you would see in a fight, like shoving obstacles in the way or climbing something or opening or closing a door that happens to be there. Assess is what you would use for looking for a thing to give you some kind of advantage.
Yeah.
It's gonna do. Okay. I am scripted. So if you want to discuss things, cool. If you're still choosing, if you're still scripting, then I'm going to kind of go around and check in with everybody else.
Well, I have a question real quick.
Yes.
Before you do that. So what is our position on the field as it stands? Like,
as it stands, there's no map, so we assume that everybody's kind of moving around, always trying to get
okay.
to get position, right? It's not like D&D where you're like, I'm 5 feet away from this thing.
Well, I was just thinking, like, if there's any way I could put Mazifa in between me and the wolf.
Possibly that. That's like it depends on how you would do it. You could script like a push or something into him that would certainly represent it. But keep in mind that fight is dirty, so like it can be difficult to do stuff like that.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and start the scripting, so you go ahead and move around.
Okay. Let's see. I started with... Oh, he's getting up and walking away. He's just collecting cats.
Cat trying to eat something.
That is their life.
Is that a metaphor?
What, collecting cats?
He's just collecting cats.
Just
Don't worry
collecting
about
cats.
I think it's really a life path for him.
Cat collector. So Colin, while we're waiting for Aldwin to script, you've everybody's kind of gotten past the shock of what's been happening.
Like as soon as it's out the door, like I'm up,
right,
and I still carrying this bloody knife. And I'll say, Chadwick, because can I hear like from here like the screaming by the keep?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, so like I'm like Chadwick. I'll point at what's your face,
Cordia,
the wizard, Cordia. There's people we need to help. Chadwick, lock this place up, keep the others safe, and I'll turn to start going out.
Yeah. So as you go to leave, like Chadwick like immediately starts closing doors and whatnot. Cordia drags herself up off of the floor and moves to join you. And then Senia, who was dressed for the feast, like she's like, why don't the two of you follow me? And like just starts like going past. I'll make sure that the way is clear for us.
That's what she said to begin with, and she told him to run, and he ended up fending off the wolf. So what?
No, Cordia. Cordia was the wizard. Senia is the bodyguard. Does she have a weapon?
You're right.
She's got like an eating dagger. She pulls it out.
I will say here, this might serve you. This might work a little better, and I throw her the military knife.
Yeah, she catches it, kind of.
Do you have throwing?
There's not a conflict there. It's
There
fine.
is. It stabs her in the eye.
Yeah, no, she snatches it out of the air and takes a look at the two of them, like tosses her like utility knife down, gets a good grip on what she's got, and then is like, this'll do. Follow me. And then she
Now I feel bad that I tried to get these people killed. At least Senia. She seems pretty cool. All right. So yeah, and we're running to the keep.
Okay. So yeah, you
Now if she is going slow, I will go past her. If she's going fast, I'll keep up. But I mean, like if I feel she's going slow, yeah, okay.
She's booking it, and then Cordia's slightly behind you, and as you get to the gates, the three of you.
You see the wolf there?
Yeah, you do. You see it pacing back and forth in front of
the gates up there?
Yeah.
I'd like to note, good or bad, I am covered in small splatters of one of its packmates' blood.
Right? Yes, you are.
And not dead for a tiny squishy thing.
So far, so good.
Oh, you're making so much.
I was about to. For some reason, I forgot it was Senia and Cordia, and I was like, "Why do these wolves have last names? What's happening here?" And then I realized. So, okay.
That's right.
A wolf can't have a last name?
I mean, traditionally, I don't know. I guess I'm not a wolf.
Yep, that's that is kind of the situation. Like the three of you see it pacing there. It hasn't spotted you yet, but you are also covered, as you said, in blood, and in its one of its fellows' blood. And
can I attempt to sneak up downwind of it? Is that even possible?
Yeah, I mean you can kind of stay where you think it's going to like not spot you right away.
I mean, I was gonna try to get up to it, but
what's your intent?
I'm guessing Senia and we're trying to. I mean, this thing looks like it's probably not just pacing and waiting. It looks like it might be trying to figure out a way in, or wait for reinforcements or something. So I have to try to help the people in the keep. So I'm going to try to basically sneak up on this thing, and I'm going to attempt to lock it. I'm going to attempt to sneak up on it and get it and kind of hold it down so Senia and Cordia can do mean things to it.
Okay. Sweet.
Preferably without being noticed.
Without being noticed.
That's the part.
You are going to attempt to sneak up on the wolf. That is.
And then if I succeed or fail, I'm going to attempt to grapple after that.
Well, it sounds like that's part of the intent here, right? Like you're sneaking up on it with the intent to grab a hold of it before it spots you.
Okay. I should have just charged and grabbed it because it's got such a great nose. I'm not gonna get.
It does have a really fucking good nose, like really good. It sounds like stealthy.
I'm gonna say, hang on. I'm gonna see if I can just trust me. I'm gonna try to catch this thing off guard, and I'm actually gonna disappear down a side street. I'm gonna try to use my knowledge of the streets to get around onto it where it's not quite. I mean, there's not that there's many streets there, but there's a couple between us and it.
Right.
Because if it's just raw quiet, it's not gonna work. I gotta outsmart it too. So yeah, what do I need to do?
So I will go ahead and set your ob here.
Okay.
Your ob is 14.
Because
I wouldn't be surprised with a wolf.
You have to beat its perception. I don't know why it said it was ob 2, but
that's 4.
Yeah.
And it's
because it's
sadly
wounded.
it's perception.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, because it is wounded.
Oh, so am I. So it's all good. Wait, does superficial go away right away?
It goes away after a scene. Technically,
Good stuff. Oh, okay.
I think.
So
Yeah.
it's still with us now. So
wait, if you
its perception
fail,
counts as observation, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's got traits that let you do it. So if you fail, then like I think if you what's a good failure consequence here?
If he fails,
Yeah.
It sees me coming and I don't get a free lock on it.
he turns around and it's ready for him.
I mean, yeah, that's a possibility. Hang on.
It gets off a warning howl for reinforcements.
Reinforcements are occupied at the moment.
Well, Hisfell is. There could be other ones around town. There was one that fled the church with a couple little stab wounds.
So I think if you fail, then like before you can get a chance to close in on it, something else catches its attention. Namely, the fact that some guards who were
come on! I'm already 2 versus 1.
Stop! Don't make assumptions. Let me finish. I will mute you. If the guards that had come to help out Yezi, who couldn't get there in time before she was hauled off by the big wolf, they're going to be coming back with a couple of crying kids.
Ooh,
and the wolf,
that's delicious.
And the wolf is going to like while you're taking the time to sneak around side streets, it's going to be able to get past you, and you're going to find yourself with the wolf between you and Yezi's kids.
That's worse. Can we just make it to what I thought it was? That's way worse than what I was thinking.
So there you go.
Okay. I can't let kids get hurt. So I have an instinct about that. So I'm gonna spend persona on this. Yezi, I love your children. I'm spending my will to live.
If you don't save them, I like even if I die, I'll come back and hurt you.
Okay. My ob is 4 since they technically got a 3, but my ob is +1 for being wounded.
Yep.
I have a question.
Yes.
When I get to it. Can an instinct trigger on something that's
Oh,
going to happen?
that's not fun.
Oh, that's not fun for you.
Hang on, I'm gonna try to fade
And
it.
that's a legitimate question. That's not like
So you got 2 successes on that.
Oh, it's technically supposed to be 4 ob, but it already gave me the ob wound penalty. So
Yeah.
oh my god, don't hover over that +1 on the ob wound.
Oh yeah, it gives you all kinds of stuff. Cool. So let me set this up, and then I'll answer Dustin's
You're fine.
Dustin's question. So yeah, like Cordia and Senia, like when you told them, you know, to kind of wait there, and you moved off, they're hanging back, and as you're making your way to kind of get around, like through the alleyway to you know, come up and flank it, out of kind of nowhere, it moves off kind of down the road, and you see it kind of dart past, like pad quickly by you, and then you hear.
do I see what it? Okay.
Yeah, you hear before you actually see what caught its attention, and it's the distinct cry of a young girl.
Shit.
crying for her mother.
And I throw a stealth
hold
to the
on,
wind
and soldiers, you know, yelling as they're like booking it, like coming quickly. Open the gates! Open the gates! We have Lady Bjorson's children. Open the gates! Which of course you can hear from the other side.
Yeah.
Fayana.
I'll start running. Or you mangy prick! And I'll just abandon all stealth and try to run at it,
Okay.
tackle it or something.
So-
but that's whatever.
So you're booking it towards.
Yeah, I'm trying to engage it.
Okay.
I will
Yezi.
even give you a fight if that's what you want.
Yezi.
Yes.
You
I'm going as Wolfram.
At least throw up on the wolf and get some satisfaction.
yeah, like
It's
it's
hard to do with the fang through my upper intestine.
it like its teeth haven't like broken your skin.
It's soft on you.
So it really is a retriever.
kind of. It probably has in spots. Most of your pain and discomfort is coming from the crushing sensation, as it's literally carrying you in its jaws. So yeah, you're kind of like one of Sadie's balls right now. Only the air getting squished out of it is coming from your lungs. And
It's Yezi a squeak toy.
you come to, and you're not quite sure like how long it's been. You can tell that it's still nighttime, but you you kind of feel yourself wake up as the pressure is released from your chest long enough to see that you're this creature has stopped kind of at the base of the mountains that start because the Gostvik and the surrounding lands are kind of in a valley, right? So like the trees have thinned out here, and there's it's turned into like rocky mountainous terrain, and she kind of drops you unceremoniously to the ground and just like sets up like a front paw on you, and just lets out this super goddamn loud howl, and at that point I think you come all the way to.
We got their pack leader right here. I got him.
Yeah, and as the howl kind of fades into the night, like she's got one paw kind of on your chest, and she puts basically her face to your face, and
Boop!
boop rock.
I did not boop the wolf.
do not.
Who's a good girl there? Flop her ears.
And like she lets out kind of a strange. It's not quite a howl and it's not quite a growl. It's like this weird tone that rings like in your ears, and then as it kind of fills your head, it changes from what almost sounds like feedback into words, and
I've been babble-fished.
you've been babble-fished, and a distinctly female voice says, "Do not try to get up."
Holy shit, talking wolf.
Yeah, and the paw lifts off of your chest.
Dude, I imagine I just roll over and start like coughing. Because she had to be hard enough to like knock me out. Like, it's not gonna feel pretty.
Yeah. No, like kind of like with Colin, you're pretty sure something's probably broken in there.
Yeah.
You're at least fucking beat up and bruised.
Yeah, there's like coughing. There's like if there's a rib broken, she probably vomits and it feels horrible. But yeah, eventually, like, I want to ask, like, what do you want with me?
She kind of sniffs at you, and says, "You lead the pack below."
Was that a question? I'm
Yes,
sorry.
yes, that was a
Yeah.
question.
She's like, I thought I did, but I don't think I do. That's a really complicated question right now.
She says packs are not complicated.
Honey.
Your people murdered my cub.
It was attacking my men.
She like wolves can't shrug, but it makes kind of an approximation.
Like, I don't give a shit. Yeah.
No, more like debatable. You say tomato, I say fulfilling a duty.
Like, yeah, you'd protect your pack if something was coming around and, just murdering them.
She says, she kind of takes a step forward, like, have you, I don't know, like, I don't want to take control of you, of your character. Like, she keeps kind of moving into your personal space, because she's big and she can, and she's like, do they call the dead in your commands?
Well, and like every time she does, like Yezi's going to scoot back. Like, there's just no bluster. Like, she's just terrified at this point. Like, what was the question?
Are you the one that commands them to call the dead?
Like, I don't command them to do that. It's our way.
She kind of bares her fangs for a moment, and she says, "I'm sorry about your cubs. I understand cubs."
Yezi has a moment of like, "You're sorry? What did you do?" And like, she will at that point, like, she will start to get up, be like, what are you sorry for? What did you do? Did you touch them?
She says, they breathed when we left.
Oh, thank God. Yeah, she'll just sit back down. She's like, okay, that's fine. Very cool. Like, why? What do you want? Like,
yeah. She says if you lead the pack, you can command them to stop tearing the veil.
I don't understand that.
Yeah, and she's like, it's simple. You lead the pack, you give them commands, you command them to stop tearing the veil, stop calling the dead.
But how are we supposed to lay our dead to rest?
She she glowers at you and she says, the dead are dead. To call them back is abomination.
And what happens if we tear the veil?
She says, then we have to hunt them all down.
The dead?
She does her best approximation of a nod.
What do you mean you have to hunt them down? They're at rest when we leave them at rest. I don't...
She kind of, like, she looks frustrated. Because, like, she understands...
Stupid human not getting it?
Yeah, well, it's not even like you're a stupid human. It's more of the, like, these ideas don't translate. And it's frustrating to be like, I don't know how to explain this to you. And then she kind of, she catches your eye and then like gestures up, like up the mountain slope. And she's like, I cannot explain to you one of yours can explain to you.
It's like, well, I've been kidnapped and there's talking wolves and like this is all like internal monologue. Like there's another human up there who can tell me.
She says, yes, your broken one is up there.
Hey, my buddy.
Hang on, I think there's somebody outside.
Okay.
The porch light just came on.
We'll take a short break right here for minor curiosity. 1 sec.
Sometimes and taking their things and stealing their cars and stuff. It's a very cute little town.
It's very
it has
cute
lots
town.
of nice Victorian houses and a river.
and a whole lot of tweakers that break into people's houses.
Yeah. And they've been getting bolder.
Yep.
Yeah, no, everything's fine. So yeah, like that's kind of her internal monologue, and she's like, you know, whatever I can do to stop you from killing my people, I will take me to them and I will talk to them.
He said it's the broken one.
Oh, I know who this is.
Yeah, she like kind of indicates with her snout, and then and she says, "Then climb. I'll be right behind you."
I'm like looking at like my side where I can't breathe, and I'm like, yeah, no, sure, I'll climb the mountain. And Yazzie just starts going.
Nice. Oldwin, are you all scripted up? I promise I'll get to you here in a second, Nicole. I don't want to leave you
You're good.
out.
If you want to do Nicole now, like, kind of
Nope. I need to get to you. I need to get to you right.
I was gonna say, postponing mine till next week because I am fading fast.
Well, that's why I was.
Okay.
Well, we can. It is getting late, so like we can straight up start the next session off with your fight if you want to hold off there, and I can hit kind of this other scene has or at least potentially has everybody, not everybody, but Nicole and
Fiona and Colin.
Yeah, Fiona and Colin.
Yeah, if you want to do that scene, and we'll just get to my scene first thing next time.
Cool. We can do that.
I went ahead and unscripted, so you don't have to worry about seeing it.
Oh, I just don't have to. I just don't have to look. I know where it's at. I know where not to look. Okay, so Fiona.
Yep.
from the other side, like the people that have gotten in to the keep, you know, the people who have the ability to help kind of take care of injuries and stuff. Like everybody's kind of already mobilized, doing what they can to keep things more or less, you know, in as good a condition as they can.
Oh, good.
And then from beyond the wall, like from the other side of the gates, you hear the shouts of open the gates, open the gates, we have Lady Beorson's children, and the like you can hear the cries of and you've been around them long enough that you recognize Asta and Eric's voices.
Oh yeah.
And in this case are panicked.
And you also probably hear Colin go, "Oh, you mangy prick!"
Why is he a Brummy?
Because why not?
Yeah.
Come on.
Because Peaky Blinders is awesome. That's why.
I'll yell out like, "Where's the wolf?" The wolf
He's
was at
after
the
the-
door.
Yeah.
He's after the kids. Like you yell
Yeah.
that to me. Where's the wolf?
I'm just yelling.
Just yelling it.
and I'll,
Yeah.
I'll yell back as I'm running. He's
Yeah.
after the children.
Yeah. You're yelling. She's after the children. The soldiers are yelling. She left with Yezi. Meanwhile,
And I'm trying to just run up and try to catch up to the thing before it gets to the kids.
yeah. And then like you hear that same howl that you heard earlier, Fiona, and you know that wolf has not yet left.
Is there like high ground I can get to that I can fire down?
Yeah, you can climb up. So there's like these square areas along the walls are like wooden platforms with you know, wood scaffolding on the back.
Okay.
And you know, they're you know, guard posts or like high ground to fire arrows from at attackers, that kind of thing.
Do I have any guards in the keep with me at all?
No, like
Oh, good.
yeah, they were like some of them are up there with Aldwin, and then this group is hauling the children back and being like, "What? No, the wolf left the other way, but it had Yezi in its face."
But wait, there's more.
But wait.
Can I be grabbing like able-bodied men and be like, "Go find weapons, go arm yourselves," and I'm like climbing up that little tower so I can look down.
Yeah, no, they'll absolutely go start raiding the guard barracks. While you climb up on the tower, when you get there, like you can see kind of in the gloom, Colin running at the swiftly moving shape of the wolf, and then I don't really have where's here we go. Let me put him here.
Is it obvious? Is it obvious? Yeah, it's obvious.
Yeah, Oppius flanked by a couple of other guys, and struggling with two 7-year-old kids, that are trying desperately to like flail and you know, get back to the last direction they saw their mother going. So let me Let me ask this. Father Colin, what are you doing?
He's chasing after the wolf, and he says, "Oh, Divine, this is the stupidest thing I've ever done. Give me some strength." And I dive for it to try to tackle it. And I'm I'm trying to like keep it dragged back and pull it down long enough so the soldiers have a chance to like get the kids safely behind them and set up and not be like blindsided by this massive wolf coming their way.
Okay.
To prep for a wolf, because outnumbered they could probably handle it.
Yeah. Fiona, what are you doing?
I'm yelling. I'm yelling at everybody. I'm yelling at Eric and Asta to calm down. I'm yelling out as best I can directions to where the wolf is. I'm yelling at Appius to protect the kids and watch out for the wolf because there's one more wolf. And I'm getting a spell ready, so if I need to, start burning things.
So, yes.
Like I guess my hands are like burning, like ready.
Yes, you yell at everybody. Everybody's like trying to pay attention to what you're doing. I guess my question is, are you helping Colin here? Do you have a separate intent to
No, I want the kids to get in the gate.
Okay.
So I'm trying to.
My intent is like maybe to hold it long enough that they can get off a different street so they can get around and get into the keep.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I want the kids to get into the gate.
Okay.
That's an even
So
better idea.
So I have people like mobilized at the gate ready to open and close on my command.
Gotcha. Yes. No, that's all cool. There's a couple of ways that you can help Father Colin at this point.
Okay.
You at least in my mind, and if something else occurs to you, please let me know. You can use art magic to bolster him. That's a thing that you can do with what's the advantage?
Advantage, yeah. I think that's one of the ones I've taken too.
I think basically it's like you're calling the ancestors to help me out. Yeah.
Let's see.
Oh, that'll make the wolf happy.
The ones that you have is destroy with sorcerer's fire, transform, and advantage, and then after
everything
that
else is
has additional ops. Technically, you can do everything, but
it's just going to cost me.
Yeah, they're just much harder for you. But advantage is one of the things that you can do. In which case, then we're going to have two separate tests.
Okay.
Your other option is that you can just use sorcery as a helping die.
Yep.
I mean, you'd have to be telling me what you were doing to help, like what that looks like in the fiction, and it would just give Father Colin a.
That's what I like about art magic is you can do just kind of stuff like that. It's a little more flexible, so you can just be like, help die, bam, here's what I'm doing.
Yeah. So it's up to you how you want to do that.
I think I want to do the help die where I'm trying to think of how it looks in the fiction.
Yeah, like are you spitting fire down at it?
Yeah, I imagine that it's already a tiny bit leery of me because I shoot fire at it, so I'm like, get ready!
Yeah, it turns out wolves don't like fire. It's one of those instinctive, like, fire bad. There are no animals but humans that are like, oh, I guess ravens. That are like, hey, fire's way cool, guys.
Yeah. Like, I'm shooting little fireballs at it to freak it out and trying to drive it away from the keep. Like, I'm trying to drive it back.
Okay. So that will give Father Colin a help die.
So yeah, he's charging forward. He's grabbing at the tail, trying to yank back on the tail, trying to grab at its fur, just trying to pull it back and away and hold it, whatever, if he could, and just
I got you. So yeah, you were pretty close to it when, like, you weren't quite close enough to grab onto it before it started moving, but you're close enough that you could probably jump out and grab it.
Yeah.
It sounds like versus brawling.
Yeah, absolutely.
So here's the failure consequence. Because since Fionna's helping, that means
I light you on fire.
that I was gonna light buildings on fire, but I like that better. Yeah, like if you fail, it's because some of that sorcerous fire catches you, and this thing is 100% going to get past you, and straight into those children.
Okay, and I'm like, by the light of the divine, I will stay the path. And he's just again quoting and praying and yelling and cursing, and probably everyone who's around, anyone who can hear him, it's got his city accent, and it's got his holy prayers, but they're heavily punctuated with swears.
Right.
He said a swear.
He said a swear. Which one is this? This is Silva.
Was it aware of me coming up? I mean, I was yelling.
Yeah.
Okay.
There turns out wolves have pretty good senses.
I failed to sneak up on anyway. Okay.
Sorry, I was looking for.
I'm a little sad. I gave my knife to Sonia.
And then you told her to stay behind.
I mean, she's not stupid. She'll probably do something to help once she's here, but.
Trying to think if this thing has anything that it can really fork, but it can't.
I don't think I have anything either. Unless I could somehow use the terrain to my advantage and use darkened streetwise. But that's not really in the description of what I gave. It's just an all-out, flat-out.
So it has with its injury, it's got 2 successes.
Okay.
Looks like.
I am spending a fate to shrug it off.
Or no, it's got 1 success. Sorry. So you spend a fate to shrug it off?
So I'm ignoring my superficial.
Okay.
And yeah, I just scream as I leap up on it.
All right.
No Arta. All right, Ob 1. 4 dice. Ob 1, come out. What the? Oh, it didn't get rid of my Ob penalty for shrugging it off.
Oh.
But I also got a 6. I'm gonna fate that 6. And I'm gonna.
Technically, you 2 are tied right now.
Yeah, that's why I'm opening that 6. Oh, come on, Divine. Don't stray me from the path. Oh!
Nice.
See, Dashky's got my back, y'all.
Yep. So like once kind of shit gets real, you've got a hold of this wolf, and like it's struggling against you, as
shit,
you
forgot to add in Nicole's die too. Oh well.
oh
I mean,
yeah,
unless I could color it with it, maybe.
you sure you may as well. Yes,
It's one more success.
Nicole was successful. You get a routine a routine sorcery test.
Hooray!
Yay, routines. So yeah, like as you're kind of wrestling with it, obvious
Punches and elbows and grabbing at knees, and if it passes, I grab it at testicles and whatever I can get my hands on, and just
obvious like grabs, just fucking yanks the kids up, runs screaming like cuts through the alleyways. Cordia and Senia are like waiting on the outside of the gates as the people on the inside open them up, and kind of rush them through, and then like they're inside. Meanwhile, Colin, you're like, you and the wolf are
wrestling.
So like what do you do now? Like they're
by getting 2 successes over it, how much of an advantage do I have over this thing right now?
Well, I mean, you achieved your intent, right? Like, you have held it off.
Yeah.
I mean, the quality, you're not getting bitten. You're managing to hold it without it biting off your face in the process. Cordia and Senia are like on the other side, like they're waiting by the gates because they're in that, like, we have to close this shit.
Okay.
They can't wait.
I'm going to, at one moment where I give it a shove or something, where I kind of got it pushed away, like in the whole pulling and shoving, whenever I do a brief moment to get a distraction, I'm going to look down the street past it and like take a step like I'm going to go that direction, and then whip around and start running back towards the keep.
Sweet. Is there an interesting conflict here? I don't think so. Like, I just wanted to see if they're like, if you were going to book it back, or if you were going to do something else.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a conflict in whether or not you get back. Like, I think you get back in, and the door shut. And now that y'all are kind of there and safe, the super loud howl that the wolf with Yezi had made, like right after she dropped her, like it settles through the town, and like all the people on the inside of the gates like instantly go quiet, because it's just one of those sounds, and then the wolf outside the gates answers. The one at the north end of town chooses not to, because it's engaged in a fight. And I think that's where we're gonna leave it here. I think the situation has changed enough that we can go ahead and do Arda and rewrite beliefs for next time, and yeah.
Awesome.
Coolio. So let's Arda our shizzle up. And we'll
Don't say that.
our shizzle up. Yeah,
just don't.
that's yeah.
No.
I'll avoid that in the future. I apologize. We'll just do Arda, I guess.
Thanks for ruining everything, Kristen. I guess we'll just do plain old Arda.
Right.
Who's trying to be hip?
Who would like to go first? I'm not a hip person.
I can go first.
All right, there, Father Colin.
Darkness shall not touch those who walk the path. I'll call upon the divine for protection from the wolves. Unfortunately, there's no real way to roll for that, but I did a lot of praying, but
Well,
I didn't just pray.
no, you did not. I will absolutely give you a fate for that.
Okay. When everything settles, I will offer aid. Nothing has settled yet, and I shouldn't put my burdens on Alden. That hasn't come out yet.
Okay.
An hour each morning, teach Chadwick to read. Never allow a child to come to harm, and when in doubt, pray. The child to come to harm, I acted on a couple times to get toe to toe with wolves.
Was all over the place. I leaned pretty hard on that one.
I wonder how we could phrase that for a trait later. But anyways, all right. Cruel, stoic, well-intentioned.
I'd say you were well-intentioned. Like,
yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
I'll pray the wolf away, and then Cordia's like, you idiot. Stop getting in my way so I can charge this thing. Okay.
all right. Who would like to go next?
Sure.
I can go.
Oh, go ahead.
All right.
I must protect my people from the wolves using whatever means necessary.
Yeah, I think you did that.
Okay.
I absolutely do.
We should try to capture a wolf alive for questioning. No.
That you did not do. You did try and burn a wolf alive. You did not try and capture a wolf alive.
Well, I didn't have any rope. The village needs more farmland, blah, blah, blah. Not even close.
You could have transformed him into a slug and then picked him up and put him in a cage.
You do have transformation magic.
I thought that only worked on me.
No.
You can make it work on other people.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
It makes it harder, but you can do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
No.
that away.
Read that chapter in the Codex, because art magic is
RTFM.
badass.
Alrighty. Always commune with the ancestor spirits for an hour every morning. Never refuse hospitality when offered, and always show deference to an ancestor spirit.
Those didn't really come up. I was just trying to eat you with wolves.
That's fair.
All right, and traits.
Dismissive, frustrated, steadfast, wise, mark of privilege, gifted, Faust, burial rates.
I don't think any of those
No.
really hit.
Not get eaten. That's a trait.
Yezi?
Alright. Callous and his party aren't my concern, but the townspeople are. I will see every last one, settler and bard and the like, protect behind the walls of the keep before I get to safety.
I
was working on it.
was going to say, I will give you a fate for that.
Just a fate? Gosh darn it.
Well, I mean, sometimes the situation changes such that, yeah.
And then the other two just didn't even get close to getting hit, so it doesn't matter. Always keep calm and de-escalate. Always protect Eric and Asta, and never show weakness before others.
I will give you one, absolutely a fate for Eric and Asta.
I've been wolf-napped because of them.
You have been wolf-napped because of them.
Now I gotta climb a fucking mountain. Do you think I'm happy about that? I was in my party dress.
You were in...
And now
Come
it's
on.
covered in dog slobber.
She's
Blood
technically kind of a
and pine
princess.
needles.
Can't the wolf give her a ride? I mean,
She already carried her this far.
yeah.
Yeah, now she's making you walk. What is she, a horse?
Basically.
Are you an orc? No. You don't get to ride the wolf.
I don't think that wolf would let an orc ride her anyway. Just.
Alright. Traits, rabble rouser, collectivist, scolding, mark privilege, cool-headed, and thick skin.
I will give you one for cool-headed.
You don't want to give her one for thick skin for not getting...
It was super tempting. I won't lie.
Alright, that's me.
All right, and Dustin.
I'll defend the villagers by any means necessary.
In the process.
Yeah, you were in the process of that. I'll give you a fate for that.
These beasts really are intelligent. I will make them fear me and leave my town alone through intimidation.
I think you're working on, well...
I mean, he ran at it yelling.
I'll give you a fate, but that may be something that you might want to
Well, yeah, I'll change it now. I will not allow the wolves to continue ravaging people, so I will kill them or drive them off.
I will give you a fate for that.
If I feel threatened, I will draw my sword. If a situation gets out of hand, I will take control through intimidation. Always fight to the death.
I will give you a fate for always fight to the death.
Traits are stoic, put upon, stubborn, sixth sense, commanding aura.
I'd probably say stubborn. Was he put upon in the last time that we met, like the first half of this session?
I thought he just
Should
ran
have
off
been
to
put
save the
upon.
day.
Oh yeah, I guess he
Put
did.
upon every session.
You're put upon all the time.
I'm not even exaggerating. I'm pretty sure I nail put upon almost every session.
How can
He has it down to a fine art.
how can we like lobby for that to get upgraded to some kind of call on?
Right?
Sure. Because I'm still a little fuzzy on the last session, but yeah, I mean, here you are like trying to defend people, and some asshole is still like, oh, maybe I'll just shove you in the wolf's face.
Yeah. Kill.
I don't have to be faster than the wolf. I just need to be faster than you.
That's about it. That's about it. Is that a persona? Or fate?
That's a fate. Traits get you fates.
What about instincts?
Instincts. None of them really got you into trouble. Oh no, I think I gave you one for
Fight to the death.
Fight
Yeah.
to the death.
Is that
Yeah.
a fate or a persona?
That's a fate too.
Okay.
Here we get into the persona. Would anybody like to nominate somebody for embodiment?
Yezi for being a mom to the other mom. Momming the mom off.
We had a moment.
I agree.
Yep, agreed.
And I did have fun when Colin slipped to his old city ways again for a little bit without being a horrible murder person.
Yeah, I'll give you that, because like you started out with, oh no, we're gonna pray, and ended with I'm going to sneak through the darkness and try and like
tackle a wolf.
Try and tackle
and
a
the
wolf.
last session too, I was like tried to lure the guys in, and then
Yep.
Classic Father Colin,
Classic
wishy-washy in the moment.
Father
We're gonna bring these guys in here to kill them by the wolves. Ah, shit! I gotta save everybody. So
Nice. Anything else? Anybody else?
I feel like poor Dustin was a little underplayed and didn't really get his chance to.
Oh, that's fine. I'm all right being in the background for sessions. I have no problem with that.
All right. Let's move on. No mold breaker. I think that's pretty clear. Workhorse. Who was the workhorse for this session?
Colin.
Colin,
Colin.
Yeah.
without a doubt.
Persona there.
Though including last session, I'd have to. I mean, I'd have to say Yezi. I mean, getting the feast, getting the people talking, helping me get up there and talk to everybody, and then,
I think that was before, wasn't it?
was that
Because
2
this
sessions ago?
session started with just the wolves, like us trying to get people into town
okay.
and the wolves.
Okay.
Yeah. MVP.
Okay, I don't know if this is how MVP works. I want to nominate Yezi because the scene she was in that revealed so much about the wolves.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
See, I was gonna go with Fiona because
Yeah.
Fiona is the one who saved everyone.
Yep.
Basically.
I was
That's
going
true,
to
too.
nominate Fiona too. So that pretty much leaves Dustin as the tiebreaker vote there.
I would go for Fiona myself.
Yeah.
I'm going to abandon the Yezi ship and also vote for, because I forgot about that part. Yeah, Fiona too. Sorry, Yezi.
I did get everybody in the frickin' keep finally.
Yes, you
But
did.
don't worry, Yezi, I saved your kids for you.
I saved my kids. You just re-endangered them.
No, I tackled the wolf. Did you not see that part? I was like, ooh, and then he was like, roar, and I was all like,
The stakes of one of your roles was that it noticed the
you know,
children.
you know what? That's not important. How it noticed the children. What's
I got
important is that
I have to save my kids, and you're like, hey, wolf,
suplexed the
look at
wolf
how
back.
tense they are.
All right. Last thing I think here is let me take a look at the steel situation.
Oh, are we not doing humor?
What's that?
We're not doing humor. This.
Oh,
session
sorry.
is gonna
Was yeah.
last.
I think I just
kidding.
missed it.
No.
I found it hilarious when Mazifa attacked the Imperial dude. It's interesting.
I don't think
I've been
that's
on the
how
side of this is obviously a fuck up. I've never seen an NPC have such an obvious fuck up because even if he kills the dude, there's like all these guards that were like, oh, we saw you kill that dude. So it's like it's not gonna end well for him no matter what happens.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we'll see.
So much for that
Fight-
diplomatic relationship.
Fights are chaotic. Hey, it turns out that having racists on your side, not really a great thing.
Too close to home.
You know what? I feel bad because when I decided that was Mazifa's thing, I was really thinking of the elf from The Gift. Because he's
The Ranger?
Yeah, because he's basically that guy. He's like, no, all of these people are horrible, and like we should.
Dwarves are idiots.
What's that?
Dwarves are idiots.
Yeah, like this guy, he's lost his family in the fights, and all he does is blame the other people, not the war, but the people themselves.
Yeah.
Cool. Oh yeah, steel. Let's
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
let's take a look.
I raised that last official session, so let's see what I get now. I'm excited.
Encountering intelligent, sentient, non-humanoid, monstrous creatures.
I'm sure we nailed that one down.
Pretty much everybody. That's an OB 7.
That to a 5. Is that a difficult or a challenging?
That should be challenging, I believe.
Shit.
Let me check.
Can we
Are you
pretend it's
getting the
difficult?
chart?
I'm looking up the chart right now. 5D. Challenging is OB 6 or higher.
Can we pretend it was difficult?
Nope.
And
Basically
it
challenging.
was 7?
Yeah, OB 7 steel test.
Okay.
What are the OB
Challenge-
6 field tests? that I
Being
can
mortally wounded and surviving, living under starvation conditions.
Might be getting an ob 6 closer than I think.
Maybe.
If I get another challenging, my skill goes up to a 7.
Nice.
Wow.
I'm a
if I get
badass
another challenging,
motherfucker.
mine goes up to a 6.
Can I have
I
it?
hit child rearing.
Is very localized magic raining down considered cataclysmic destruction? Probably
No.
not. Witnessing. Does that count as magic or spirit activity? Seeing the spells.
Weird low-grade supernatural phenomenon. Let's see.
Does that? I mean, do fireballs count as weird low grade?
No. Let's split the difference. We'll call that a 4.
Okay.
And well, I'm gonna go ahead and give you this one right now, Dustin. The Ob 4 for fighting a duel to the death.
I don't need that.
All right.
I have a B5.
Oh yeah,
skill that's
because
just-
routines don't count
Yeah,
for you.
routines don't do anything.
You need that sweet Ob 6,
I need
don't
that
you?
sweet 6, man.
No, actually, you need a 5. You need a 4s and 5s.
Huh?
With 5 dice. Yes, that's
Well, 4 is difficult.
yes.
4s and 5s are difficult.
4s
Yeah.
and 5s are difficult. 6 and up is challenging.
That's what a duel to the death is.
Yep, duel to the death. 4.
Sean,
Yay! I hit B6 steel.
There you go.
what about being in a brawl or a riot or fist fight, but bumping that up for a wolf or something like that?
I think the Ob 7 covers that.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. Yeah,
Yeah.
You're
I'm
probably
encountering
right.
them.
Yeah.
I'm encountering them.
Cool. So I think that will I think that will do it.
B6 steel.
And we will plan for next Sunday.
Maybe.
Maybe next Sunday, assuming
Next
that everything.
next Sunday.
No, we will argue about this offline because nobody else cares, and I'll just announce it
that's
when
true.
we've come to a decision.
Bye, Sonia, and everyone else watching.
Thank you guys
Bye,
in the
friends.
chats.
Shout out to my MMO peeps.
And good night.